Hello creatives, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I am at the gallery today for the Zodiac series. This reading is for Pisces, whose correlating major arcana card is the Moon, and in the cards of truth it is the Fool. This is the artist card representing you as the open vessel, ready to receive whatever source can draw from the well of infinite creativity. This is a new spread, Pisces, one about tapping into intuitive energy. So this first row here is with the Archetype cards. This is what self-introspection holds that untapped intuitive energy. I'm going to follow up with the cards of truth and the Lenormand cards for clarity. Second row, what part of this new insight holds the key to unlocking the intuitive energy? So we'll ask that question with the Spirit Messages card. And the third row with the Creativity Oracle, this is how should I begin the introspection? In that meditation, where to begin, where to put your mindset. So we're going to go deeper and deeper still, and then last but not least, we are going to check out a starseed card and the astrology dice and ask, how else would source guide me in order to get the most out of this message? All right, Pisces, let's get started. We have the Archetype cards, and you got the Advocate. So, light attributes inspires you to put compassion into action. Shadow attribute, embracing negative causes or committing to cause for personal gain. So, okay, well, there is your untapped intuitive energy. It is how you are an advocate. Is it in that compassion into action? Do you inspire to do that? Or is it embracing something more negative, perhaps for personal gain? So that's where you need to be looking at that introspection. Let's see what the cards of truth have. We have the Jack of Hearts in reverse. This is an interesting card to get. Jacks have a lot of work to do. They are busy. They're one of the busiest cards in the deck. And the heart suit is the emotional suit. So it embraces the aces, twos, and threes, that revelation, if you will, of an emotional something, connecting with it, with the twos, willingly, and as a self-inspection, or retrospection, introspection, and the threes, seeing it into or through fruition and letting it go. Very fast-paced Brahman energy that is, in this case, around the emotions. Now, the Jack of Hearts is also the artist card. So that's its hook here in the cards of truth. So in a spread, it's connecting with charming energy to bring about a new permanent change. It's a fixed perspective. So this is on an emotional situation. So it's in reverse. So this is telling me that you need to maybe stop and take a moment out of that busy schedule that you have and look a little deeper. It's time to really question how you are an advocate. Do you inspire to put compassion into action? Right? It's asking. Or is it something that you need to look at that maybe you've lost your way a little bit and it is now becoming something that you are doing for a personal gain? Because clearly this is about giving rather than receiving in that emotional perspective. So yeah, let's let's look at the Lenormand card and see what they have. A book. Interesting. And I say that because that is where you can literally go and find some insight. Just close your eyes, pull a book off the shelf, flip a page, run your finger down it somewhere and land, eyes closed, and then open them and read what you have there. It is some insight into what emotional baggage, really, that you are trying to deal with this reversed Jack of Hearts. Something that you are maybe stuck in the middle of, can't see your way clear out of, and how you have found yourself in this situation of dealing, figuring out, finding the balance between your light and shadow attributes of being an advocate. Compassion into action, heart suits, and the book. Wow, that could be just about anything. So let's move on to the second row and see if we can get something a little more around what this emotion is about. Because in that, you will find what part of this insight holds the key to unlocking that intuitive energy. So let's see what we get from the spirit messages. You are not alone. So perhaps you are feeling alone in your search to balance. So it says, we are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We're your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So it's suggesting that you've lost sight of that. That you're feeling quite alone, and perhaps that is that whole business with the upside down Jack of Hearts. You need to stop, remember this, give yourself some time, and set yourself right again. Get yourself back on your feet. Because it is suggesting that you are feeling quite alone. Aw, that's too bad. I don't want that for you. So let's see if we can figure out how to turn this around, because your guides are telling you that they are there for you. Your muse, your daimon, your spirit guides, all of the creatives that help you on your path are telling you that you are not alone. That if you have lost sight or lost heart, take that time to figure it out, to understand that it's part, right? It's a part of the story. So let's look and see what we have here. The King of Hearts. I love that you get this card here. That's the Grandpa card. That is you taking care of you in the best way possible. So Kings hold the 7, 8s, and 9s. So that energy. So the 7s are learning lessons, hard life lessons, the hard way, unfortunately. 8s are your past karmic luggage brought with you to work on here. That is your Rahu. That is where you need to go to experience and experiment to figure it out. And then the 9s, it is endings and connotations, letting go of your ego for the divine love. And this is all to do with your emotions. So it's transformation through circumstance. You go out, you take a life's hard lesson, you understand it, you contemplate, You realize where you need to continue to grow your Rahu, and along that way, you let go of some preconceived notions, connotations, some kind of deconstruction. So, and this can be around a person, place, or thing. This is very serious. There's no wishy-washiness with the kings. This is hardcore. This is the most of the most. Transformation through circumstance. So it is about understanding that you need to let go of something, of a lower self-limitation, perhaps around this feeling like you're alone. Perhaps it's gotten to that point where it's a little bit of a pity party, a self-pity party, and that's okay. It's all part of the journey, but it's also necessary to know when you need to step out of that and start to find what's going to put you back in the driver's seat for that spiritual growth. This is moving away from a lower vibration for the necessary spiritual growth of a higher vibrational self. So your guides are telling you it's time. That even maybe you have started that. If not, then you know to start. And if you have started it, you've got a giant step forward that you are able to tap into at this time. Oh my God, that is just so beautiful. All right, let's look at this. Oh, you got the lady card in the Lenormand. This is bringing that message to the best of the ability. My abilities to give you this message. She is here to say she's going to help. She's going to help deliver the message in the best way possible. This is really beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Source. All right. So you're not alone. You are here. Your guides are here, letting you know that you've got this amazing opportunity to just take your time, stop being busy, take some time, really do that deep introspection. Know that you've got something that you can tap into, letting go of a lower vibrational self, whatever this is, in these attributes. And in doing so, you open yourself up to step into that higher vibration of self as an advocate. This is really beautiful. Yeah, it's time to inspire others. Inspire yourself through inspiring others. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's look at this last row with the Creativity Oracle, and how should you begin the introspection? You got share. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to let you look at this side while I read it. To help you make progress, it's a good idea to share what you have and what you care about. That's lovely. It tells you exactly where to begin. So when you're in your meditation and contemplation, think about what you would share as this advocate, where you would begin to share your ideas. What do you care about at this time that is centered around your creative journey? This is where you are able to really give to receive. It will open up that intuitive energy that is being held back while you figure out how to get there from here. Love it. Okay, cards of truth. Couldn't be better. 9 of Diamonds. This is awesome. This is the abundance card. This is giving to receive. It is you figuring out you. This is that obstacle course, or that labyrinth of self, your inner self, where you are able to find your way through the forest and recognize something within yourself. And it is through a letting go of preconceived ideas. These are ideas about your skills, your talents, your abilities, how you think and feel around what you value. This is the diamond suit, and the nines are all about letting go of something that is so ingrained, something that you have brought with you from a previous life. It is just the way you do it. You haven't even really thought about it. It is just ingrained in your thinking. So it's something very deeply there for you. And somehow you are to share this idea. To help you make progress, it's a good idea to share what you have and what you care about. Lessons learned and what it is that needs to be, let go of, right? And this is through giving. This is the abundance card. It's also the astrologer card, so it is being able to see with the depth. As a Pisces, you are already very intuitive. You've got that moon card. You've got the Fool card, which is very light, childlike, but has that depth of the moon and that spiritual intuitiveness, trusting your gut kind of thing. So let's look more here. The bear. This is pretty cool that you get this, because this is kind of big and brawny. Brawny and bold. Here is the bear. Your financial position. You should be aware. Spend your resources with wisdom and care. Use your power to be strong and fair. Wow. So it is about your finances. It's about your resources. What you care about, what you hold value in. It doesn't have to be money. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. And use your power to be strong and fair. So there's something there. You've got to weigh the pros and cons about how you value something. You want to take a double look, maybe deeper, or a deeper look, I should say, into how you use your power to be strong and fair. There's a lot of strong energy here. It's interesting that that card was pulled because of the King of Hearts here. You're feeling like you're not totally grounded in this emotional health. And you've maybe, as I said earlier, in that not feeling great about yourself in an emotional setting, that you somehow are feeling like you are quite alone. Maybe you haven't heard from your guides in a while, but perhaps you're finding this reading and understanding that that's where you need to start, how you look at that, how you feel about that, and to understand you've got this opportunity to step into a higher vibration. Sometimes they just give you a break. Sometimes they just step away. It's that time that you need to sleep, rest, get ready for this next big thing. Okay. So we've got one more card here for the universe and what else Source would guide you with in order to get the most out of this message. You got stillness. That is perfect. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. That is a message to you to do for yourself. It's time that you took a little time and understand that this is the last little bit for you to take that respite, that your guides are ready when you are to take that giant step forward with that king. That is really beautiful. Well, let's see what the astrology dice will share. Okay, so we got the 10th house. We got Neptune. Very nice. That is also a card for you, Pisces. And you got, what is that? That's Scorpio. All right. So, okay, 10th house is all about career, public standing, that kind of thing. It is Capricorn ruled, and it's Earth. It's very active. Well, cardinal signs are all about the big picture and initiating the change. So that's pretty cool. This is about your career. It's also about listening to your intuition with this Neptune energy here. You don't want to be looking at things with the rose-colored glasses. Be sure to be able to take those off in order to get to where you need to go, right? You got to see things clearly. And right now it would suggest that you are in that emotional turmoil still. So time to step away from that and into more of that nobility of being able to change this around, because change is coming. You are going to be asked to deconstruct and figure out what you need to let go of and get into that kingly business and take care of yourself, because this is in your career house, in your public standing. So that is pretty cool. So yeah, you definitely need to take that stillness time and reflect on this moment with love and kindness and compassion for you. Do that for yourself, and everything else is going to fall into place. Very, very nice. Well, thank you for watching, Pisces, and best of luck. And as always, thanks for watching and happy creating.